Uh-oh. Hear that? Get 'em, Tom. Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Hey, time to type to pull up at your house and read off your screen name account. Make it come clean, and even make it call your spouse. So why don't you come on out and see what we're talking about? We got you on camera, but first, is anyone in the house? Look, we got your chat logs, we got you by the balls. And when the police pull up, we give them to the law. It's the big homie Tom from Colorado, he on the stroll. Pulling up on pairs from Colorado Pet Patrol. Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Royce K did it, so you know it got a slap.
But yeah, normally we call the police. Not always. We only have 207 arrests. We don't always call the police. Let's just go back. Let's go back over here.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I wasn't like.
Yeah, you were clear. You're like, this is wrong and illegal. Like, we can't do this, right?
Right. I really
Good for you, Alan.
I wasn't trying to.
Yeah, you're not a creep at all, are you?
No.
Let's go in the shade over here.
I do have to say though that like when the initial posting that you had, it literally.
Let's go over here. 48.
Yeah, you had like an older Sonia.
Did she look 48?
No, but I at least think like, okay, maybe there's like.
This is my helper here. Is my buddy, so he's just gonna hold that just so my hands are free. We're non-violent. Were you gonna take some pretty good pictures today or something?
I was already taking pictures in the park.
Yeah, you were already going to the park anyway,
yeah.
so you weren't even really gonna meet this girl, huh?
I was like, if it's fake, it's fake, it's whatever.
Yeah.
No, I mean.
But what if it was real? Again, I do think you're one of the better ones because you.
I wanted to talk to her. If it was a 13-year-old girl, I was wanting to talk to her. Okay, so what are you really wanting? I mean,
yeah.
I'm a guy 3 times. What are you really wanting?
Yeah.
I mean, I know you want to talk about sex. You know, I'm an open person to where
Yeah.
If you want to talk about sex, I'm willing to.
You're willing to. Yeah. With a 5-year-old, would you talk about sex if they wanted to?
That's. I don't think they are cognizant. In my opinion.
Do you think a 13-year-old is?
I mean, it's around that age, maybe a little bit. I mean, if they're embarrassed or don't have people to talk to.
And that's what, honestly, man, we weren't even gonna come today, but I'm like, I want to talk to him. I want to actually talk to somebody who was actually good intentions.
I like that. That was my real. I mean, whatever, it's fine.
Yeah. And I believed you up until you said, "Oh, typo, you're 18, right?" Remember that part?
Well, yeah, I remember that because I was like, wait, so you're just messing with me? Or I wasn't sure. I was like,
dude, you were trying to get it on paper so you could still hang out with her, not being illegal, right? Let's be honest.
Right, yes, yeah. If it wasn't, if it was like, okay, are you lying to me? What's going on? At the same time, I was like, okay, because I know it's wrong.
It's wrong.
It really is.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, wanting like at the park, in public, so that we can like just.
Well, why were you hiding back there though? Why were you like, wouldn't tell her?
A lot of people out.
I understand that, but you wouldn't tell her where you were. You wouldn't tell her what you were wearing.
It's still, I mean, it's not legal.
I want you to
talk
be
a 13-year-old, but it's legal like for one. Like,
so what you already did is internet luring. You lured a minor from their house to a park you told her to be at. That's internet luring. It's class 3 felony in the state of Colorado. Class 4 felony in the state of Colorado.
Okay. Like I said, I don't normally like talk to 13 period.
You don't normally do that.
No.
So how many times have you done it?
This is like my first fucking time.
Come on, man. Come on.
Seriously. No, seriously. I don't.
What happened this time? What happened this time? Like, how'd you let it go? Like, because at first you did the right thing. I'm being honest. I don't think you're a good guy, bro. I'm putting a bullshit. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. I don't know you, right? You were for the first 5 or 6 messages. You're like, what the fuck? This is illegal and wrong.
Yeah, and then you also kept pushing it a little bit.
Well, you kept responding too. She just kept talking. She said she had a grandma and she doesn't tell anybody. You asked her if she erased her messages. If you don't, you advised her to start doing that, right?
Yeah.
So you kept it going too, right? It was.
Yeah, but it was. I mean, like I said, a little back and forth. Like this is.
It sure was a back and forth.
And at the same time, like I said, near those end of the messages, like this is those lures. This is like almost entrapment. Not quite, but it's close.
So how explain to me how this is almost entrapment. Do you know what entrapment is?
Yes.
What is it? What is it?
It's luring somebody else just to make it do an illegal activity.
It's an officer presenting somebody. It's not usually. A citizen cannot be. Entrapment is for law enforcement.
Yeah, that's for law enforcement.
Right, and it's putting a situation that you wouldn't have done without the assistance of an officer. Right. I'm just a loud person. I'm not yelling at you. That's why I watch you over here. Okay. So what were your plans after the park today? And again, man, I'm gonna call the cops if you're bullshit. If you tell the truth, we just make sure you don't do this shit again. Maybe this is a one-off. I hope it is.
This is really just one of those things where I mean, like I said, again, I wanted to sit and talk, you know.
Yeah, you did. You wanted to take some pictures and stuff, but then you said you wanted to go back to the house,
yes.
right? And you didn't want to let her know where you lived. You just said on the east side of the street because you were being careful and cautious, right?
Right, because I was like, I don't know if this is like a whole fake thing. You never, because I mean, I'll be honest with you, I've tried with older women and it turned out to be like a dude trying to have something.
Oh, I mean, that's weird. I get it. That's weird, but this isn't, man. You know, a dude fucking around, you know, you just don't let him in your house, right? A child comes over. That's kidnapping, bro. That's rape. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I know that part.
Why would you take the chance? Like
I said, that's why I was at the park. Just talk it out.
But the plan wasn't just the park, is what I'm saying.
Right, but no, that's my whole thing was that to sit and talk at the park.
Yeah.
Like, get an understanding of what this girl's growing through.
Say the 13-year-old wanted to have sex. You know?
Like,
come on, man.
No.
Well,
man.
I'll tell you what you said.
Like I kept saying, let's talk about this.
Yeah, let's not put it in writing.
Like let's just talk about it, because I wasn't wanting to push, you know, the envelope.
You said make out, touch each other, and then you'll probably, I forget what you said, then you'll probably turn me down, we can watch some YouTube.
I just said movies, we could watch movies.
Or YouTube movies, whatever you said.
I mean, I was like, but I was comfortable, like, if they didn't want to do anything.
Of course, that's what I'm saying. I don't think you were going to force this child to do anything.
Oh, of course,
I don't think so.
Do any of that.
I don't think you're that kind of guy, but I think that
at the same time, I'm like, if they wanted to sit and talk, like, so that was the whole thing. Was I wanted a conversation first.
Why'd you want her not to wear bra and panties?
It was a twisted thing in my head.
Mini skirt.
I mean, yeah, it was just a twisted.
Taught her how to masturbate. 13-year-old, man.
Right, I was trying to, like I said, talk about sex is not illegal, but
oh, it is. It's very illegal. It's very illegal. It's called attempt sexual exploitation. Dude, it's a lot, man. You need to look into the law. You seem like a smart person. You made a stupid decision today, but this is all attempt, man. You've committed 3 for sure felonies, 2 class 3s and a class 4. You can't talk to other kids' children about sex. It's not your child. What's the consent in Colorado? Do you know?
It's 18, 17, 18.
It just switched to 17, but like, dude, this is 13. You asked her if she played with her pussy, and then you taught her how to masturbate.
Because like I said, I was trying to like educate a little bit. Like I said, I didn't. That's why the whole thing, like sitting at the park, let's talk, have a conversation.
And I believe that. I believe that you would have done that. Again, there's a difference between a rapist and somebody that just an opportunist that would have had sex with a 13-year-old. Right. If you guys were vibing and you're like, hey, I kind of like you, you're cute, and she kind of liked you, you'd been back at your apartment. Then what? Then now it's rape. I'm just telling you, man.
No, I get that part, yeah.
So you put yourself into a pretty sticky situation, and then the decoy could have got you in worse trouble and got you another felony because you were offering alcohol drinks, which is against the law.
Well, I just said, well, if you wanted to try it.
Right. No, and then she said, no, I only want soda. But you were like, what alcohol do you want? And then she said,
I didn't say what alcohol is. Like, have you tried any?
No, she said, will you bring drinks? You said, yeah, I'll read it to you. You said, yes, you'll bring the drinks. And you said, what alcohol beverages do you like? Or something like that. And she goes, oh, no, I'm talking Dr. Pepper. You're like, oh, I'll bring Dr. Pepper.
No, it said, I tried wine before. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm not really a wine guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Bottom line is she let you slide on that one, because if you would have said you were going to buy her alcohol, that's another crime, you know? Not as much as these. Have you been to prison before? You haven't?
Never even been to jail.
No? You ever been accused of this before?
No.
And how old are you? 20, 31? 20? What are you?
We spoke about it. Like, it was 38.
30. You're 38. You don't look 38. Oh yeah, you're born in 86. Do you drive the Pontiac, or is that the broken down car?
I don't have that car anymore.
It was a long time ago?
That was a long time ago.
Could be. Are you at unit 204? Yeah. So I mean, we had all your information. It's the right person. Dude, you wanted her so many times. You told her you weren't going to get her pregnant. She should get on birth control. But you wanted so many times for her to talk sexual to you. Did you think that if she talked sexual to you, it'd be okay? You could talk sexual back to her?
I did think that. I mean, like, more of an educational thing.
Or was that more of, you didn't think if it was an undercover sting from like officers, they wouldn't talk sexual?
No.
Nothing like that?
No. I was trying like.
But you were do you agree you were begging her to get sexual? Like, you wanted sexual conversation, which you say you like. That's fine with 18-year-olds, even dudes, I guess, you know? Yeah. If you've been talking to dudes, whatever you're into, bro, that's what you're into. But you told her you have condoms. Did you bring the condoms?
I didn't bring anything sexual with me.
Well, do you have condoms at the house?
Of course. I mean,
you always do? It's a normal thing? I get that. I think that's fair. I think you should be safe. But man, how do we make sure you never do this shit again?
I I don't normally talk to 13-year-old periods. I mean, like, you could look through my internet pornos if you want to.
I don't want to look through your.
But you get my point though. Is like I don't go normally talking to the 13-year-olds.
Normally.
18-year-olds. 18-year-olds are older.
You like 18?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Just like any other guy.
Would you wait for somebody to be like midnight 18? Is that like what you want? Are you like looking for that?
No, not like
you just
that.
like 18-year-olds.
I mean, just like 18 to 20. Prefer 21 because then we can go out and have a drink together.
You wanted to see naked pictures? Do you have naked pictures of her age?
No.
No?
No.
Do you realize if this was an actual girl that sent them to you, you know what that is, right?
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah, that's child pornography. Yeah.
You don't have any of that?
No.
Has anybody on these sites ever tried to send you dirty shit like that? I know it gets really weird on there. I'm not saying you, I'm like other people. Have they tried to send you?
Send me? No. No. I mean, I've seen apps where like people are like, oh, take my nudes.
Yeah. I don't fuck with those either. But nothing with children?
No.
Asking her to see her boobs. I mean, that's what it would have been, man. It would have been. I'm trying to find the alcohol spot, which again, like I said, dude, I can give two shits about that. I mean, I give shits that you're trying to get a girl drunk. What would be your intention behind that? Just having fun drinking? You're not even a drinker, so why would you want a 13-year-old to drink at your house? Like, to me, it's like...
It was more of like, have you tried it? In the conversation, it was like, oh, I've tried wine before.
Yeah, no, I saw that. Do you have kids?
No, I have no kids.
You don't have any kids? Well, first you're gonna lick the tip of your middle fingers, and then you're gonna, that's when you're teaching her how to masturbate. Did you do it? Are you gonna try? When? Did you try yet? You going to try?
I was wondering, like, I would like to say under conversational thing about that.
But a child, man, you're doing everything's fine up until the point this is a 13-year-old, man.
Yeah.
I think in your head you think, well, it's against the law, but it's not really wrong. Is it?
Well, I mean, in a more of a educational thing. That's what I was.
Do you teach sex ed at school? Have you ever done that?
No.
No? Or do you have a degree in?
No. But you're right. I'm not a teacher. You're right.
You're
right.
You took it way too far, man. And what scares me, honestly, I was being serious about at first when I was reading these logs. I'm like, this guy's doing the right thing. You just didn't go away. It intrigued you. You liked it. You know what I mean? Whether you like it or not, you're here. Obviously, you liked it enough. You even said yesterday that there's people in Colorado that do stings, right?
Yeah.
Who are they? Do you know who they are? Where did you see them? How'd you know about it?
I've seen videos online.
Have you seen our videos?
No.
No? That's a shocker.
I'm just saying I've seen videos of things,
What do you think of those people they're catching? Like, what do you think of a predator, man? Honestly.
I mean, those people who are, I think those people who are like literally out, really out to get like kids who like are super ready to meet that. For me, it was more like, just sit in parks.
So we have a thing. We have an opportunist, and then we have child predators, right? You're an opportunist.
Yeah.
And 75% of the people we catch are opportunists, man. You weren't. I hope you weren't looking for young pictures, you probably were for 18-year-olds, but this is a 13-year-old, so we do use real pictures, okay? I mean, obviously, and you knew it wasn't clearly knew it wasn't 48.
That's where I was like, that's where like those people who actually go online like friend chats specifically find 13-year-olds.
You don't do that.
No.
You just want 18.
Well, yeah, and that's why I was like with that website. I was like, wait, the switch over from. I was like, wait, what? That's where it kind of threw me off.
From the website switching over. What is this? What's the store?
It's a Red Lobster. It used to be.
Red Lobster. Is this still open? That's not open. Red Lobster's not open no more.
No. Oh. They shut down.
I was wondering if maybe they would see us, or nobody's there, so we're good. All right, good. So when she switched from the app to text now, that was weird to you?
Well, no, it was the whole from 48 to 58 to 13.
It was just one age. We put on there 48, so that ain't no 48-year-old, and then it's a 13-year-old picture.
I was thinking like an 18 or something.
Yeah, and that's fair, but that's why right away she told you pretty quickly that she was 13. And man, your responses were so fucking good. Like when I was reading this, I'm like, why are we catching this guy? And then that one message scared me, man. It made me have a feeling in my stomach that I was like, fuck. I'll read it to you. All right, so you're like, she said she's 13. You're like, I'm not mad, just disappointed and sad. But that's fine.
The response, I think, is why I kept going, I think, for a little bit.
Okay, so she said, aw, what the fuck? That hurts, LOL. Because you just said you were sad and disappointed. And then you said, yeah. And she said, why? You said, sorry, I just can't really talk to you the way I would like to talk. You're not old enough. I did it if I did, it's technically illegal and I can get in trouble.
Yeah.
And then you said, how come you deleted your profile?
Because I was trying to go back and see, like, wait, you know.
Why'd you go back and look?
Well, because, like, wait.
Did I see something wrong or something?
Right,
okay, that's
like,
fair.
you know.
That's fair. And then she said, because I didn't know if you were going to get me in trouble. And you said, I'm going to be the one getting in trouble. So you guys are just going back and forth. It's not like you said, fuck off, you know?
Right.
Well, can you say what you want? I have to be careful. Fair. And then she said she had some issues as long as you, with a crazy girlfriend's boyfriend or whatever like that. Crazy guy's girlfriend.
Like, I think that this whole thing I think I would have broken it off like much sooner if like some of the way some of the text messages were, like they were just too unique to make it fake, I guess. I mean, which is the point obviously with this, which
right,
I get it.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like, you know, she's saying she lives with her grandma. Like obviously she has no actual authority, you know, parent.
Yeah.
So I was like,
easy target?
No.
Okay, a lot of people think that way, but no.
No, I was thinking like, I want to say like a father. There's no father figure.
Right.
Kind of like,
but that's what you were thinking, like, hey, this girl maybe needs some guidance, stuff like that.
Yeah.
What if she said her dad was a cop and her mom was a lawyer?
Well, that's. But
what if she said that?
If she said that, that would have been weird to me.
Would you? No, but
no, that would have been weird.
You would have been gone, right?
Well, no, not just that, but it'd been weird to me because like, wait, you're living with your grandma?
No. What if her story wasn't grandma? You said, who do you live with? And she says, I live with my dad and my mom. My dad's a sheriff.
Would have been like way.
Because you don't want to fuck with a girl that's got a cop dad, right?
Well, no, it had nothing to do with that. She has parental
guidance.
Like, hey, go. I would have been like, hey, go to your parents, talk to whatever. If you're doing this stuff, and you know, as far as like.
But she hasn't even said she's done anything yet at this point.
Like I said, those text messages. Oh, I hung out with 2 guys or something.
Oh, this is the first message. This is one you're talking about. She hasn't talked about hanging out with anybody.
No, she did.
Yet. I'll get to it.
Yeah, right. But the whole, yeah, I get what you're saying.
And then the message goes, oh, for real, where do you stay? Because you said, damn, sorry to hear that, but we probably won't hang out. You're pretty far away in Colorado. Oh, for real, where do you stay? Denver. You say Belmar, Lakewood. And then, do you drive? No. You guys are talking about driving. You said you can't get to the Springs. I don't know. Did you think she was in the Springs, Colorado Springs for some reason, or no?
No, well, wait.
You said not as far as the Springs, but what would...
must have been a message because they were saying that she said that...
Oh, yeah, I never took the bus that far. I see what you're saying, the Springs,
yeah,
okay. But then this is what you say, man. You say, not as far as the Springs, but what would we do even if we hung out?
Yeah.
Like,
that's what I was trying to get an understanding. What was the whole point?
I don't know. You're the man.
That's why
you need to invite me and stuff. The fact that you don't know what you would do makes sense, I guess, because you're so young. But no people and into young girls. I don't know what that meant. Maybe you said you're not into young girls, something like that. Maybe if you come back, and this is where I was like, he's doing good. Maybe if you come back when you're 18 or so, yeah, because this is illegal and it's wrong. And then, man, I could flip a couple of pages.
Well, that's why she's like, wait, I ain't waiting until 18, until I'm 18.
But who's the adult, though, man?
Let me finish.
Yep.
The reason being, they're saying is like, it could have been much worse with somebody worse than me. I'm just saying, like, as far as like meeting to talk to like get them.
So if you have sex with a 13-year-old or a child predator has sex with a 13-year-old, which one's worse? You had better intentions? They're both equally bad, right? Because now you're a child predator.
Right.
So do you think you're a child predator?
No.
Do you think you are today? I mean, you're on a path, bro.
I mean, no. I really don't go after their team.
I don't think you go after them, but does it change the law? Does it change the crime?
With a distinction, you're right.
You know what I mean? Like if you were in a bank robber and one day you needed money and you robbed a bank, but you didn't plan it for 6 months, you're still a bank robber.
Right,
like it's the same thing, man. Yeah. It's the same thing. And you were. What scares me about you is the fact that you're like, listen, you understand why I'm nervous or whatever, because I can't put this on paper. Because you know,
it had nothing to do with paper. I just kept saying I don't.
No, you said you could go to jail.
Yes.
So that's why you couldn't talk about it. It had to be in person.
Right, because I wanted to like sit and talk like, what's going on?
But you wanted her to talk sexual to you.
I mean,
like I get it, a guy.
The whole guidance part of it. That's why I was like, okay, well, what are you trying to talk about then? I mean, what are you wanting from this? I was wanting like,
okay,
was it
fair?
I was trying to understand. I was like, is their team really wanting sex with me? I mean, like, but that was why I was trying to get an understanding. Like, were you just somebody to talk to?
Okay, why would you want her to delete her messages if you were just gonna help her?
Because even then, like said, like this, something like this, it could be misconstrued.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're bringing a girl over to your house for possible sex. You said she didn't have to have sex today, and I don't think you were going to force her.
No.
I really don't believe you were going to.
I don't think I would. I mean, like I said.
But if she was down and you were rubbing her and kissing her and making out and touching each other, you're going to just stop after a blowjob? You're going to stop after what? When's it going to stop? And then what happens if you do? Say you guys vibe, then what happens? You just blow her off? I don't know. What do you? Did you think that far or no?
Wait, what?
Like, what were you gonna do with her after today? Like, did you think it through? Like, did you have plans? Maybe this could be your girlfriend?
No, none of that.
So after today, you probably would have just bailed, or?
I mean, like I say, I was only planning like maybe sitting on the couch and talking. Like I said, I guess after a conversation, okay, what are you really wanting with it?
Mm-hmm.
That's was the whole like, you know.
Okay, so she says, "I want sex."
I've been like, I would have been like,
Dude, you sent her on a 1-hour bus trip to meet her. Come on. Like, let's be real. You guarantee you weren't going to have some kind of sexual activity with her?
Making out? Okay, making
okay.
out, then yes, maybe a little making out. Okay,
you would have stopped yourself at making out?
Yes.
You think so?
Yes.
You wouldn't have let her give you a blowjob?
No.
No? You wouldn't have touched her? Because you said you were going to touch each other. You guys wouldn't do a little touching?
I mean,
possibly.
I mean, it's...
Now you're horny, and how do you got that? You're just going to stop?
I'm very controlling with myself.
I mean, you're such a sexual person, though, so...
I mean, true, but at the same time, I'm very reserved.
I'm telling you, if I would never meet with a child, but if I was with an adult that wanted me and I wanted her, it'd be hard to just stop. I'm just saying.
No, I get it, but I mean...
Maybe you have better control than most men, but you don't got good control because you're here meeting a 13-year-old, so that goes out the fucking window. I mean, you said she was sexy. You obviously had attraction to this picture, right?
To some degree, yeah. I mean, because like I said, that's where I was confused, like where I was trying to go back to that, but like, wait, 18, that's what I was like, what?
What do you mean? Going from 47 to 18?
No, from thinking maybe they were 18 to 13. I was like, wait.
But even when you tried to trick her into saying she was 18, she clearly told you, I'm 13, right? Because we do that on purpose.
Yeah,
and then you should have just been like, I'm out. Like, that was your second chance to just dip.
The whole thing with like, what the fuck, that disappointing, whatever, that was like, wait, what? I'm disappointing you? Wait, what? That's where it kind of threw me back.
Well, you said you were disappointed and sad.
I did, and then they're like, and then the response was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, that hurts or something like that. Yeah.
That hurt me. To like, wait, what the fuck?
But you just said you were disappointed and sad.
Yeah,
like, so you're doing the same thing. A 13-year-old. The reason why the consent's not 13 is because they
don't know any better.
Right, they're not ready for sex, man. That's why all this. You're lucky is attempt. You know, I mean, but even talking like dirty to a 13-year-old is wrong, man. I don't know why you don't think that's wrong. If somebody's going to teach somebody, why didn't you maybe, I don't know if you thought this girl did she ever claim to be in any kind of trouble or anything? So just because she lived with her grandma, that triggered you that she's got issues, no guidance? Because, I mean, there's good grandmas out there.
The whole, like, hanging out with the other guys thing, that's what kind of...
Yeah, but that's after that. That's after that, man. I just did that. That's after when she said that she hung out with two guys.
Right.
She's met with two people before, but she's never done anything but what? Kiss?
Yeah.
Isn't that what she told you? Because that's normally what we do.
That's what they said, yeah.
So she's only kissed, but yet you were talking, you wanted her to go watch, was some kind of sex novels or something?
So there's a website like, hey, if you want to like learn stuff about sex, of course, you website read.
There's definitely websites everywhere, but again, you're teaching her for what reason? To find out what she wants to do with you. Well, that's what you were saying, right? Do you get where I'm going, man? I really think that you know this is so fucked up because you say it's so fucked up, but you're kind of you're justifying it a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, do you agree?
I agree. I'm not gonna.
It's not about arguing, bro. I seriously don't think you are the guy that would have forced her to have sex. I don't think that. But I think you're the guy that fucked up, made a stupid ass decision today, and you would have had sex with her, and you may have continued. You may date this girl. I don't know. You weren't bad to her. You weren't mean to her. Besides the fact that you were, you know. A lot of these guys are mean.
I know you said you left the condoms at home, that you always keep them at home, but what do you have in the backpack?
Oh, I just have drinks.
Just drinks?
I have drinks, my camera gear, and that's it. I mean, I'll even show you.
No condoms at all in there, at all?
No.
Well, you said it's not like we could have sex in the park anyway, right?
Right, none of that either.
I bet that's expensive ass camera. What does something like that cost?
Well, I got this years ago, so it's like not even worth, not even $500. It's like $200-300.
But nothing in there that's...
Oh, sorry, no.
Okay.
No lube?
No. Oh, as far as what you were talking about, no. I mean, you can look
no sex toys, no videos, nothing like that. Nothing that... I'll just take your word. Even if you, I mean, I don't know. Condoms aren't in there for real, for real?
No, for real, for real.
Just got them at home.
I mean, you can.
So who's at your house?
Nobody.
You live by yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. So nobody would have known if she came over, so it's not like you had to hide or anything. You don't got a girlfriend, boyfriend, nothing like that? When's the last time you had a girlfriend?
My last ex was like 4 years ago.
Okay.
She ended up breaking up with me to go back to her ex, who was twice her age, who I guess they ended up doing internet porn without telling me. But prior to meeting her, I guess they did internet porn, and then she went back to him.
Do more internet porn?
That was pretty devastating.
Yeah, no, I get it. That shit sucks, man. It does. But do you know what would have happened if this all went through, man, and you had sex with this girl, and you obviously can't be with her, right? It's against the law.
Oh, yeah.
And you leave her. Do you know what that does to these kids? Like, it yeah, man, it fucks
yeah.
them up. And you wanted her to get on birth control, obviously for a reason, right?
For her reasons, yeah.
For her reasons. So you can't get her pregnant, because clearly right here, LOL, I ain't trying to get you pregnant either, LOL. And then you say, but one thing I've heard and do know is that most of the girls, it does help with their period. So you're trying to help her with that. What do you mean? And you said that's what condoms are for.
No. I think there was a confusion in that.
Probably you were telling her get on birth control because you don't want to get her pregnant. Plus, it could help with her periods. Was she having periods?
That's what she did say that.
She did say she was having periods?
Yeah.
Okay. And so that could help with that, yeah. But I think more so you're thinking for it regulates periods and stuff. And again, like,
So can I ask?
Yeah.
So where do we go from here?
man, it's up to you, man. Once we're done with this, you just need to stay off. You need to stay off little kids, man. Seriously. I would like to call. Do you have anybody that would hold you accountable to make sure that like maybe you possibly seek something out of this, some kind of help or something? Like, do you have any good trusted family, friends in the area? No. Are you by yourself completely? You don't have nobody?
I mean, I have family way up north.
In Colorado or different states?
Just up north. I mean,
Like Longmont?
I think my Lafayette and then my.
Why didn't you go to a bus to her?
Huh?
Why didn't you go on a bus to her? Why did you want her to get on a bus to come to you? It's just curious. Just
I mean, if like a day off like today, I mean, I probably could have.
today's just your day off?
Yeah. I've been working for like the past 5-6 days now. So. Like I said, I was planning on coming to her because I just got my camera back from my buddy because I sold it to him years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And
you did say that and see another sneaky thing you reminded me. You're like, how about you just come to the park that you gave her the address and we'll just bump into each other. I was gonna be there anyway.
No, really, I mean,
I'm sure you were, but you went there. You know.
that's where I was like.
How long have you been at the park? Before we met you, how long did you get there?
I've been there since like what time is it? 11:30. I've been there since like 9:15.
9:15. And what time are you supposed to meet her?
Sorry.
10:15.
Yeah, about 10:15.
And what time are you supposed to meet her?
Supposedly like around 11ish.
11ish. Where were you at in the park?
I was right there. I was right there on the pier. There's like a deck pier right there in the water. I mean, you can literally walk straight down.
You could oversee the whole park?
Yeah.
Because you told her just get there and you would find her, right? You didn't tell her. You never told her to go to the dock or nothing. Was there a reason for that?
There were other people on.
I know, but what? I'm just curious for my own. Why didn't you tell her meet me at the park at the dock? You wouldn't tell her a place to go. You wouldn't.
I was waiting for them to like so we can try and figure out where to meet. Because I mean, literally, if you just walk this lake, if you literally just walk the sidewalk, it literally circles all the way around. So
it does.
You could miss. If somebody says, "Oh, I'm just like sitting," you'll find me.
Yeah. But that was probably more of being careful too, right? You wanted to be able to see whoever. I mean, if you saw us walking through there, you probably would have just dipped, right?
Possibly.
I mean, really.
I mean, so that's why I was like really like wasn't sure what this was about, you know. I mean,
I have a naughty request of you.
that was like I said, that was a stupid.
What was the naughty request? I think I know what it was.
Yeah, it was no
panty and bra and panties. I mean, you wouldn't know if she didn't have bra and panties on. Just easier access. Is that what it is?
No.
What's the reason for no bra and panties?
It was just a sexy thing that
So she could have just told you she had no bra and panties on. It would have been the same thing. And then you wanted that little short skirt, which whatever. But
I didn't say I didn't want a short.
Or a skirt.
No, I didn't say short skirt. I said
you told her to wear a skirt, a mini skirt, didn't you?
no.
I catch a lot of you. I'm pretty sure you said that.
No, I didn't.
No? Okay. I don't have those messages.
No,
I don't have
yeah,
anything from today. So, but I'm pretty sure she told me that you said something, or maybe it was a cute outfit or something. You told her.
Yeah.
Which again, if you're gonna meet a girl, you probably want them to show up in a cute outfit. I get all that, man. I'm not even, but 13, that's what you got to get through your head. Dozed out for a little bit. So there's nobody we could call? Because, dude, it's about accountability. Like, if I leave, you say you're never going to do this again. You're our 397th catch. And I've caught people 2 and 3 times. Not saying I'm going to catch you again. Well, I'll never catch you again because you're going to be smarter, or
no, because
this is not something you do.
Just go to jail than be caught or do anything like this again.
You'd rather go to jail? You want to call 911?
No.
That's a quick way.
No, I'm saying
I'm just fucking around, man. To me, it's like, you know, I could let the police know and they'll make sure you don't do it again, or at least you'll be, you know, on some kind of, I don't know what kind of list. Well, yeah. You don't have anybody, you live by yourself, so you could essentially, I don't know, there could be 16-year-old, do you go for 16-year-olds?
Like I said, it wasn't.
Would you? Would you think a 16-year-old would be okay too?
Like I said, I'm really not into young girls.
How many little boys do you talk to?
Oh, no, I'm not.
So you would never talk to a 13-year-old boy? What if he wanted to learn how to have sex?
I mean,
you're just not into that.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so you were into the 13-year-old.
I mean, like I said, I was trying to provide guidance, but again, that's stupid on me being otherwise.
You got any questions, buddy?
I don't think so.
I would like to call somebody, man. So if you went to jail today, who would you call? Who would you call? Honestly. You got to call somebody, because for whatever reason, I don't know what reason there would be.
Yeah, do you have any brothers or sisters?
I do, but like they don't. I never talk to them. They never talk to me.
Where are they at?
My younger brother lives with my dad. My older brother lives out in like Westminster, West Hills, like super nice.
How old are age ranges?
My younger brother is like 2 years younger than me. My
all adults?
brother's like 40.
All adults. Do they have kids?
Yes.
Do you see them ever? Why are you?
Well, our family's dysfunctional.
That happens, but it's nothing to do with you were weird or nothing.
No.
Are you still close with your mom?
My mom tries to be close to me. I just don't like talking to her. She's
Again, man, it's my thing is like, you know, I can't obviously monitor you, but
trying to make a safety net.
Well, you don't want to tell anybody, of course. I completely get that, but you could just end this today and then what? You know what I mean?
I have one person I may be able to call.
Who?
I used to work with him. He's a coworker. He does kind of live nearby.
But like, you don't really talk to him. This is an ex-coworker. Like,
no,
I'm talking about somebody like in your family that cares about you enough to make sure that do you think you have a problem? Maybe we're wasting our time.
No, I don't have a problem with like at all underage kids. Period.
I mean, you didn't, right?
Don't.
Buddy, this is a problem. It's a big fucking problem, right? You get that, right? Sorry. I'm waiting on a call from an attorney, so I had to check if that's what it was. But this is you don't think this is a huge problem? Again, I don't think it changes the fact that you would be less of a sex offender because you weren't going to force her. You in your mind at some point thought it was okay to even meet. Well, I mean, you don't care. You're not close with your sisters, so you're not close with your nieces and nephews. How old are they though? Range.
My older brother is married with 3 kids.
What range?
They're like 9 to 12.
You don't ever talk to them? They don't even know you as uncle, really, or?
I mean, when they were younger, we used to have family.
But what? So maybe you don't care. But what would you think if? Turn the situation, man. I'm going to meet with one of your nieces. What would you think? I was just going to teach her how to have sex and then possibly make out with her. What would you want me to do?
Right.
What would you want me to do?
Right.
What would you want me to do? Beat the crap out of him? Probably call the police, right? Put him in jail? I mean, so you got to understand, man. You may not think you got a problem, but have you ever met with a 13-year-old in adult age?
I have not.
Have you ever thought about it?
Not once.
You see what I'm saying? Normal people that don't like kids don't meet kids. You made it pretty clear when I said, do you hang out with 13? No, God, no, right? Because why would you do that? You're not into 13-year-old little boys. So that's where I'm at, man. I don't know. I would like somebody to know. I'll be honest. I don't feel comfortable just walking away. You can do whatever you want. I don't even work for Lakewood. We're not cops. We're not police. This is what I do. But I could certainly turn it in, and if they decide to keep an eye on you, they can do it. But it's pretty bad, man. It's pretty bad. You didn't send any naked pictures. You saved yourself there. Did you think about sending any?
No.
You don't normally send your penis? Not a thing you do?
No.
To even adults?
Even in the pictures, the conversation, I don't even really like sending pictures of myself.
You did say that. Do you have a problem meeting adults, honestly?
As far as like other
Just
women,
yeah, a girlfriend. Do you want a girlfriend?
I would like to have a girlfriend again, but I mean,
Do you have problems meeting adults?
there's a bar nearby, so I have friends I go to, every couple of weeks.
So if you wanted to meet a girl and have sex, could you do it? You couldn't?
No.
Why?
I just don't meet enough women to even do that.
So, is it a lonely thing?
I think that's what it was. I just want to know where we go from here.
I'm just
I said,
just report it to the police and see what they say, I guess.
so I'm going to go to jail?
No, I didn't say that. Like I said, I'm not from this county. Typically, when I'm not from a county, they don't even know who we are. So they take a report, they ask you for identification, and that's pretty much what it is.
And then they go from there.
That's it. They go
charges or something.
Possibly. I mean, you definitely got internet luring, sexual exploitation, but again, man, this is a problem. This is why I do this, because even if it was a real child, man, it's not harsh charges. It's not harsh enough. I mean, you said the dude should get his ass beat and, be put in prison or whatever. I don't think that's harsh enough, It's coming from somebody who went through this, man. That I have good friends that are in their 50s that this happened when they were 13 and they still struggle with it.
No, I'm not.
Even though you don't think you were doing something wrong, that girl would have struggled for the rest of her life because a man took her innocence. It's a big thing, man.
No, I get that part.
It's a big thing. So,
Were you asking the girl what kind of pictures she wanted to see from you? You were asking her what kind of pictures she wanted to see.
Because I'm not married. I don't take a whole lot of pictures of myself, so I'm like, were you a full body picture? Or, that's
you want a dick picture?
Honestly, not dick
Nothing?
picture.
You weren't thinking that?
No. I don't even.
I believe you on that too, for the reason that you're cautious as fuck, right? I think you're a smart guy. What do you do for a living? Don't tell me where you work, but what do you do?
I work at a grocery store.
Grocery store? Okay. Are you with like computers and shit, numbers? Do you do that kind of thing, or?
No, I'm a assistant manager for a park.
You understand, what did you say? You said you understand why I can't talk about this, right?
That's why I was trying to confirm, that's why I was the whole blur thing. That's why I was saying, wait.
So do you think that you think this is wrong, what we did to you?
Yes and no.
Yes and no? Yes, why?
I say it's right that I agree with you. This is something you guys should do, and I agree
Okay.
with that part. I said no because, I just want to come back to the whole, when I was talking about the
Yeah, I'm going to get to that message too for you, so I read it exactly. I don't want to miss.
the whole, there was the Catch a Predator thing and all that.
Yep.
I know that there was another show called Cheaters. The reason a lot of those shows had stopped being productions because of the safety issues.
Sure. Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah,
So
people get killed.
Yeah, and at the same time, it's more. I feel like we should be left with more law enforcement.
But
to some degree.
Sure, and I get that.
And that's why I was trying to get it out. Is there some sign you tell me I was wanting that sign to hey, don't do this. Or
Yeah.
something.
So if it was law enforcement, would you have got caught?
No, that's not what I meant.
No, I know, but it's just another question. If it was law enforcement, do you think you would have been caught?
Yeah. They would have taken, regardless whatever I said. Yes.
No. I'm saying we didn't meet you, us. Do you think law enforcement would have found you on the internet?
No.
So you think we should leave it to law enforcement, and you agree that they wouldn't even have caught you. So if we wouldn't do this, so we're at 397, there wouldn't be 397 extra people caught. Law enforcement does not like us doing this, I promise you, they don't. We have a couple counties, like Broomfield, Adams County, a couple places up north that deal with us, not like us. But man, they don't have time to do this. We've turned in cases before and just nothing happens. They ain't got time for it. So if we're not out here doing it, who the fuck's gonna do it? And maybe one day you're gonna meet a girl and get it and have a baby. Maybe. You don't think so?
I've given up.
But what if? Don't you want us to protect your children too? Do you want us to protect your nieces and nephews?
Well, I did say that earlier. Yes and no. Yes, I did.
No, yeah. So I'm gonna find this one message, and like I said, man, I'm not here to bullshit with you. We're just gonna let the cops talk. You've been fine, and this is all recorded. They're gonna see the same thing.
Hey, don't reach the backpack.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I was putting my.
All right, if you want to put it in, that's cool.
Yeah, I
Just
wasn't
don't reach
pulling out. No.
Like you said, this can get very dangerous. I've actually had 2 people pull a knife on me.
No, you're good. You're good.
I think, I hope, man, I really do hope, Alan, that you see that this is a bigger problem and you do maybe go talk to a counselor, because maybe you might be like, oh, fuck, I got a problem. Friends aren't always the best, man, with advice, but I would talk to somebody that knows about this. Like, do you have sex addiction? Do you think?
I don't think I do. I mean, only this,
You may not.
I say that as like, I'm not gonna like blow my bank account in order to try and do a thing.
Sure.
You know, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna, you know.
So nothing like that, but I find a lot of times that people that have sex addiction also, you know, sometimes can lead to
Stuff like
this,
Yeah.
right? But if I was you, I mean, honestly, man, if I was you, just being honest, I would seek something just to see, man, and talk to him and say, hey, I don't like children, but I met with one. You know, I tried to, and you would have if it wasn't for us. Maybe they'll tell you something, and you'll be like, fuck, I got a problem that you can fix. Maybe. I'm a believer in a person that goes for children cannot be fixed, but maybe you're different. Maybe. I hope, man.
Like I said, that was why I was like, I wasn't even sure about even coming back to my place.
Yeah. Was it hard for you to come today? Was it like, were you thinking about backing out, like telling her not to come?
I was just thinking about not even going.
Yeah.
I wasn't even thinking about just sleeping in and say, oh, I forgot my bed, you know.
You just pushed through it, huh?
I was planning on going to the park.
But I mean, you could have gone to the park at another time. You could have waited 2 hours and blown her off.
Right. And that's why I was like, I wanted to stay.
So what part of that in your brain was like kept you going? You know, I'm just curious. Like, what kept you going to keep the meat on when you had a lot of thoughts of blowing her off, right?
It was the whole conversation. I wanted to, like, if at the park with other people around, just, I mean, obviously I wasn't going to do any kissing or any of that.
At the park?
Of course not.
Well, because, yeah, that would look kind of weird with you kissing a 13-year-old.
Right, and at the same time, I wanted to get a conversation with her. Where are you at with your head? What's going on? That was my intention for the park.
If you had a kid when you were 20, they'd be 19 years old, man.
Yeah.
Or coming up on, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to find that message. I wish I didn't have to do this, man. I really do. I wish. And I'm going to say you're by far, you're not the worst. But I will say, and I was talking to him before, the few comments were scary, man, because I know what they meant. I've read messages before, fucking probably 700 cases. And in that part where you did that,
I'm not going to fight.
No, it's not even about that. When you said, you know, oh, typo, you're really 18. Like, and if she would have been like, yeah, I'm 18. Boom, you would have talked. You were in, right?
I'll be very yes. You know, maybe like
and that's when I went from like, why are we even going after this guy to, what the fuck? I need to talk. I just want to talk to this guy to see where he's at.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
That was why, like, I know I'm like repeating myself, and I apologize, but yeah, that was like the whole park thing. That's why I was like, just sit, talk.
Yeah, for a little while.
I mean, as far as, you know.
And I think, you know, that's good. You might not have vibed with her, and you didn't want her back at your house. She could have been crazy, right? You don't know.
Yeah.
So you guys that was like the interview. Pretty much.
I wouldn't say an interview. I wouldn't use that word.
What word would you use?
I would, like I said, it was more of a conversation to understand, like I said, I was trying to understand where this girl was coming from, like what's going on, you know.
Say you were talking and she was so disturbed and she's telling you she's meeting up, having sex, doing all that stuff. What would you have done?
I would be like, hey, let's give you some help.
Would you have called the police maybe, or?
I don't know how that far, I mean, because, I mean, I've known people, you know, going through the system just because of something stupid like
Sure.
that, and it's made them worse.
Right. Well, it is stupid, but you could get these predators put behind bars. The guys that are having sex with her, right?
Right.
Which this one has never had sex, but.
Right, but at the same time, I mean, I would have been like, okay, is there anybody I can call, help you call? You know,
Call grandma.
Yeah, let's call grandma. Like, you know, have you not told your grandma yet about it? Oh no. Well, why have? Well, I mean, I get why, but. So, yeah. I mean,
Hey, they're coming. Are they coming here, or do we need to go to his house?
No, they're coming right here.
We can't. You know where? Okay, perfect. Okay, I didn't know. All right, we're waiting here at the Red Lobster. Then we're in the back. We're in the back parking lot. I didn't know if you caught Red Lobster or not. So, okay. All right. Thanks. Bye. But yeah. So and again, you already said you were sketched. I mean, I get it, but
I really was,
like you even looked at the bus. I told her too. I said you can't get there too early, because you might watch it. You will. They just messed it. A little backed up. This was like 15 minutes ago. A little backed up, but they are en route. So, and literally as soon as I asked you if we can call somebody. You said, no, there's nobody. I said, well, then I got to be honest with you, call the police. I literally just, that's what happens. It's automatic.
Okay, I get it. So if I had said call somebody, I would.
I mean, not 100%, but man, we want to make sure that you don't do this again.
Really,
and if nobody's gonna know, and it's just us that know, like, you could do it again. You could. I'm not saying you're going to, dude. I really hope you don't. I hope this is like a smack in the face, wake up call, whatever you call it. I really do, dude. I don't root for a lot of you guys. I really don't, man. Most of the people I meet, I wish a lot worse. I don't wish that on you, man. I don't. But at the same time, like, you were very careful. You know it's fucking wrong. You did the right thing. Then you came back, and then you were careful. And then, like, even the whole park thing to me was sketchy. Like, you wouldn't say what you were wearing. You wouldn't say nothing. So we almost caught the wrong fucking guy. Yeah. There's some guy, you probably saw him. He walked right by you. He was wearing like jean shorts, and he had a red backpack.
Windbreaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And literally, so I didn't pay attention. I didn't know exactly what house you were in, but I knew you were gonna. Did you come walk across the street from here, or did you go to the light? You went to the light. We must have just missed you then.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
If, let's just say I walked away before this.
I mean, I'm not police. You could do that, but
No. I'm talking about like before you caught me.
They would have just came to your house. They would have just came to your house. Yeah, like if I don't
because I like called it off. You know, I called it off.
Oh, if you didn't do it at all.
Yeah, if I just, I mean, even though I went to the park, if I just like went straight, home and I didn't even.
And didn't talk to the girl at all and completely blew her off.
Yeah.
Once you saw me. Is that what you mean? Like when I walked up to you, if you'd have just walked off, is that what you're saying? Be honest. Oh, fuck no. Because I know you just called it up because we found you. Now, say you just out of nowhere were like, hey, I'm not meeting you. This is fucking wrong. I'm done. I probably would have just turned it into the police. There would have been probably just maybe notated or something, which probably you didn't meet her. You're lucky, man. You are lucky it was not a real girl. I think so.
So just
I hope that helps.
Oh, it does help. 1,000,000% it helps. You're lucky today, bud. I'm telling you. Can you grab this again, brother? Yeah. Because I'm gonna have to go walk and talk. Sorry.
No, you're
I
good.
do appreciate it. I know it's been a long one. You want to talk to me first or him first?
Whoever.
It's up to you. I'm Tommy with Colorado Pet Patrol. Okay. He came to meet with a child, a 13-year-old across the street at the park. Showed up at the spot, and then obviously we show up. But here's your book with start to finish text messages. The orange, you can read it as slow as you want. But the orange is where we age drop and tell him we're 13. He gets sexual, but does say that, we don't have to have sex, maybe just make out and touch each other. And this is your book from start to finish. The red is where he said something pretty significant, but there's a lot of it. So, and
how many times have you guys done this for?
oh God, this is 376.
Usually like officers will take them to jail.
Oh yeah. We haven't been up here much. I think we've been here like 4 or 5 times is all.
Can I get your information?
Yeah, absolutely. You want my ID or?
Yeah, if you have your ID, that would...
I do. Make it easier for you.
Just don't show it on your camera. I guess.
It's not live, so I'm lucky.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he does. I have it right here. Actually, I'm sorry. So in the back of the book, there's all of his info, and then the very back is our decoy information. So this is yours. But yeah, that's him. That's his date of birth. That's his name. And he confirmed it.
There you go.
And this is yours, but I could hold it until.
So you guys like actually release the whole thing?
The whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you got X on what you do, I can give you an email address.
So
we can send you everything. That's how they typically.
What's your email
want it.
address?
So it's we can give you everything. I'm gonna give you the video now. I got a little case for it, but there's.
I'll request a community request.
Yeah, there's messages just from today that aren't in here because I don't have a printer in the car, but everything else is here.
Let me talk to my partner real quick, and then.
Got it. You got it. Thanks, guys.
So you guys set up a profile of a younger female.
Correct.
Put the age and all that, I'm assuming?
No, we don't. You can't. So this is how we were instructed to do it. I'll show you. We don't want to put 18 because we don't want them to think maybe you're 18. So we put 48, and right away they're like, you ain't no 48-year-old, and then that's when we tell them, no, we're 13. But we have to do that because you can't.
Can you show me the text where it's like, you guys telling me that you're 13?
When you say text, it's the text.
Text now, because we don't want to say it on there because we'll get banned, So,
So this through a different text then?
This is just text now, same thing.
Oh, from Wild?
So we go from Wild, we give them the phone number, move over to text.
Oh, just like in a short narrative, like
So-
can you just describe what happened?
So we tell him we're 13 right here, and he's like, oh, basically confirms it. I'm disappointed your age. A couple days later, he says, oh, wow, you scared me. It must have been a typo. I knew you meant to say you were 18, right? What the fuck? I'm 13. You know, so we did that. And then they start talking, and then eventually it gets sexual to where he's like, we can cuddle and touch each other. He taught her how to masturbate. That's all in here. I could show you a couple of them. Do you touch your pussy? Do you masturbate? She said she had never tried it before.
What did he tell you guys when you interviewed him?
That he doesn't know if he'd had sex with her. He was just gonna go take some pictures, go back to the house. If they vibe, at max he'd have made out with her and they would have touched each other, but no sex, no sex.
Talking online with the girl, and I guess, I thought that maybe it was have a conversation, but of course maybe have some conversation with that. Whether or not we would have had sex or not, I don't know. I don't think so. But,
let me just pause you right there.
I wasn't trying to
Did you guys originally meet over here or here?
There.
At the park?
Yeah, but then
How'd you guys end up over here?
Well, so he was gonna pick her up at the bus stop here because she was on the bus, and then he wanted to get away from the streets so nobody would call the cops. So.
Figure out where that space was, and then go back home.
Yes, I already contacted our detectives and stuff, and with them just making out and cuddling. That sounds crazy, but that's not a crime.
And then
So we're gonna have to dispute or anything of that nature.
He says that he was gonna bring condoms so she didn't get pregnant. Or he said he had I'm sorry, he had them.
Do you see, like, and I know it sucks because you probably know his intentions, but like, it's got to be like direct, right?
Meet up with her place.
We've got to make it known what he wants to do. That's why I would
Figure back to her place.
Talking to him more, yeah. Let's go back to where I did the red.
Yeah. Go back, and then you would respond to how she would respond.
And they started what day?
It was a few weeks ago. Like I said,
Are the dates on here?
they're not. So on the Axon link, it will be. It just depends what printer I use. But on the Axon link, it's got every message.
Do you want us to email? Do we email you or text?
You do, and I gave it to him already. The
email's the best way.
It's just easier. It's faster.
You can attach all this.
Every single thing we
we'll
have.
We'll take this too.
Yeah. It's yours.
What's a good phone number?
So it's. I mean, again, he's just saying, you know, he wouldn't get her pregnant because they would use condoms and stuff like that.
You guys upload
So
that? Well, I guess that's
I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give you that memory card. What happened? It died?
No, we don't need the memory card. I'll send you a link and you can do like the same thing.
Well, it's
here.
too big, so we were told to give it to you guys. I went and purposely, I bought this for you guys to have it on
okay.
site.
We can book it then. Okay.
Yeah. So, but this is yours, man. You can have it. This is where he starts talking about. I mean, there's other things people can do besides having sex. That's where he starts doing it. That's the cuddle and touch each other. We can do more. Yeah, you can read step by step, but that's where it starts getting pretty.
Hey, Alan, just be honest with us. What other dating apps have you gone on?
I mean, I've been on other dating apps, yes.
Okay, let us know what your screen name is. You've been cooperative.
When I asked him, would he have had sex, he said, he didn't say no, right? On camera.
I don't remember
either. They'll have to watch it and see. I'll rewatch it obviously tonight. But I do get it, man. When they're careful like this, I fucking get it. He said it's technically not against the law to have a 13-year-old make out.
This is a regular dating app, right? This isn't like a dating app for underage kids or anything.
No, it's just regular. It's just it's Wild is it's essentially a hookup site, but not for children.
It's like Tinder, but same,
kind of.
same concept.
Yeah, absolutely.
So obviously, this is all just chit chat.
Pretty much.
And then eventually he says,
Right around where the red starts. I mean,
that's where it starts to be.
But even before that,
I'm 13.
Yeah.
And what do you have
Well, that's way after the 13-year-old talk. You'll see a couple times where he even says, you know, you're 13, I can get a lot of trouble for this and stuff like that.
Get 'em, Tom. Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one Another one bites the dust. Time to type to pull up at your house and read off your screen name account. Make it come clean, or even make it call your spouse. So won't you come on out and see what we're talking about? We got you on camera, but first, is anyone in the house? Look, we got your chat logs, we got you by the balls. And when the police pull up, we give them to the law. It's the big homie Tom from Colorado, he on the stroll. Pulling up on Bear from Colorado Bear Patrol.
Call the fucking police.
Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Nah, we not the police. You can take off at any time, but just know when you do that, the cops gon' be on your line. Come on, you bought booze and lubes and condoms, dude. Even sent dick pics with your face in them too. He came to me, the 12-year-old bundle of joy, your 51-year-old husband. You desperate boy, and let me guess, this is your first time. You wasn't gonna do nothing.
I never did anything like this. I would never do anything like this again.
But that ain't what the chat logs say.
You said you didn't care about the age. You said you had your lube and condoms, and you gave me your address, but you gave me your neighbor's address, by the way.
And then we found you, exposed you on YouTube, and now we clown you.
Call the fucking police.
Another one bites the dust. That's not real. And another one bites the dust. Sit still. Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Royce K, so you know it got slapped.
I never did call the fucking police. I never did
Call the fucking police. You didn't do it.
No, sir, I know you don't believe me.
You were charged.
I know I was charged because I had got a plea bargain where I said I had oral sex with a 6-year-old boy.
A 6-year-old boy?
Yes, that's what I did. Say.
Smash a like if you think this is fucked up.